How can you tell if you should immediately snatch up a certain cut of steak or walk away and avoid it completely?
You like steak?
I do. I deliver steak.
Well, it's helpful to consider the anatomy of a cow and where the steak in question even came from. The Spruce Eats explains that cows heavily exercise the muscles in their rear legs and rump, both of which tend to be tough and low in fat. The biggest cut of meat from this section of the cow is called the beef round. If you are searching for tender, flavorful steak, it's the cut you should probably avoid. According to the Spruce Eats, the beef round is super lean and contains lots of tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue. It's also rather lacking in the flavor department. Long story short, the round is kind of a chore to cook and eat. Since the beef round is such a big cut, you'll often see it broken down into 3 separate parts and labeled with different names. Here's what to look out for. One cut of beef round you may encounter is the sirloin tip, which is a muscle that runs from the cow's hip to the knee. According to Sever, it's the tenderest part of the round, but the Spruce Eats warns that it's plagued by chewy connective tissue, so braising it is your best bet. The beef round also includes parts known as the eye of round and the bottom round, which you may recognize by another name, rump roast. Roast is the key word here because that's about the only thing this cut is good for, and you won't really see it sold as steak. Last comes the top round, which is sometimes called London broil. You've likely seen this before. It's a common cut that needs to be cooked to medium rare and thinly sliced. Otherwise, it feels and tastes like chewing on a boot. Top round can be sold as steak, but if you come across it, move along. Round steak really may be more trouble than it's worth. Round steaks are considered a budget cut of meat, and that low price can be very appealing. But since they don't contain much fat, round steaks can become dry and chewy when cooked. We strongly suggest that you only buy a round steak if you can summon the patience to pamper it. Delish offers a recipe for round steak that treats the meat to spa-like therapy that most of us don't receive on our best day. The recipe instructs us to pound the steak with a meat mallet to tenderize it, then marinate it in an oily, herby bath for 30 minutes, and then douse it with butter while cooking. Surely all of this effort will result in some kind of success, but we'd much rather buy steak with some inherent flavor and tenderness, thank you very much. The next time you're shopping for steak, bypass the beef round and opt for something that requires little effort for reliably tasty results, like a ribeye. The primary advantage of a ribeye steak over a round steak is fat content. Considering once again the anatomy of the cow, Omaha Steaks points out that the ribeye comes from an area between the shoulder and the loin that collects a lot of intramuscular fat, which refers to those white flecks of fat dispersed throughout red meat. This is also called marbling, and it's a surefire indication of a tasty cut of steak. From its lowly position on the nearly fat-free rear end of the cow, beef round simply can't compete. A well-marbled ribeye is going to offer better flavor and tenderness compared to a lean round steak, any day of the week. According to Masterclass, the difference comes down to mouthfeel and moisture. Fat is more tender than muscle fiber, so it creates a more desirable mouthfeel when we eat it. Additionally, those flecks of fat melt into the meat as it cooks, keeping the steak moist and juicy. So it seems the choice is clear. When shopping for steak, follow this simple rule of thumb. Go marbled or go home. Okay, now who's hungry? Check out one of our newest videos right here! Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite food is coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.